This is a ticket to the party.
Evening, boys. First service. You gotta love Mohammed.
Oh! That is a moment of absolute magic from Federer.
It's Murray magic, though.
Djokovic, what are you doing? It's phenomenal. He's got quite a large gluteus maximus.
I've never seen anything like it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a loosely strung tennis podcast. This week is our predictions special, featuring Price's vape.
What? Top 5 on the tour this year.
Top 5 vapes. Top 5
banned substance.
Blue raspberry.
That's about it's going to be a banned substance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, wait to see this though.
Terrible.
Just sorry, while we're on the topic, you know, vapes are getting banned because they're not disposable anymore. What?
Is that detachable?
A detachable vape?
Oh, wow.
Wow. How healthy.
Sorry.
That's it. We promote health, good living. We were once sponsored by AG1. Now we're sponsored by
We were.
vapes.
It's the time to admit that you just put a face on for the camera and it was utter shit.
Worst thing I ever tasted in my life.
Yeah, as you want, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
I wish we could actually put out the video that I did the first time when I tried it. I was just like,
I'm still
it was so bad, man. But yeah, boys, just the three of us this week. Skinny and the Dam.
Yeah,
teaching them young.
Yeah.
Just visiting museums, I think, apparently. So
Yeah, the museum.
I feel as
on
if
the
that
red
might
light
be
district.
wasted on a child less than 12 months old, but I digress.
We'll never know. And Gary just can't make it today. I'm sure you'll go.
Working.
Yep. Right, anyhow, boys, you been up to much this weekend? Or last weekend, sorry.
Battening down the hatches, Storm Dara giving us an absolute doing on board MV Alfred. It was absolutely raging. I spent all day. The first day we were tied up for the weather, went out and cleaned all the windows, made it all look nice, and then just get battered with salt water overnight, which was the highlight of my weekend, washing windows twice.
Tough one, man. Ross P, any...
I'm starting rehab this week. Not
For
not
what?
the drugs and alcohol version. the ankle is feeling good, so I'm going to properly actually try and batter in some rehab this week.
You look
and
like a
start from now.
podcaster today.
You do.
I've got a hat on. You know why?
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm sitting up. I've got a different chair. So usually I'm in the baby chair, which is like really low down, and I think over the time I've been on it, it's been slowly breaking under my weight. So I'm on a new chair. It's a bit higher up. I've got like my back straight. I've got a hat on.
It's lumbar support.
I've also had a coffee like an hour ago. So and I never have coffee. So I'm
Up
feeling
pretty
like,
late in the night for you boys. Like that's an odd
7
coffee
minutes
time.
past
Yeah.
night.
I had to drive to
Mental, mate.
I had to drive to Govan, so I needed to get a bit
God.
more caffeine. So yeah, just to get through Govan.
I'm glad you made it home safe.
Thanks, man.
What have you been doing today, mate, other than sleeping the last 6 hours, probably?
I had a huge weekend, man.
Brilliant.
For someone who's closing in on his 30s, 2 nights out in a row is an absolute slog, man.
I'm sure you'll take this as a positive, but don't take it the wrong way if you do. I just cannot imagine you being 30.
Neither can I, man.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible.
Like, you will always
think I'll
be
be-
ages with me in my head.
Yeah, I know. and exact same for me as well. There's no way I'm closing in on Mark McGrath.
Oh, God.
He was born at 35.
Yeah, I am. I'm mid-20s.
Sorry, Mark.
But no, two days out in a row, really felt it. Yesterday just was a fucking struggle getting up, man. But look, it's Christmas time. You've got to battle through these days. We're back on the pod, baby. Let's get smashing through.
Oh, nice pun. That's a great pun there, Callum. Nice one, bro.
We're going to start with some news, but there's not really much tennis news except from, I don't know if we covered this last week, the Davis Cup moving to... We did,
yeah.
'cause that's all the pish. So basically that's all that's
right.
happened. So we don't really have much to say in terms of news, just Simona Halep fighting her case as usual. About the drugs ban. I feel like that's going to be a a big topic of conversation for the
Yeah.
next year or so. Because obviously it gets more interesting. And I'm sure we'll have some predictions, and I'm sure some of them will be to do with drugs. But we'll be batter on right away. I know it's only 3 of us, so it might be a shorter pod today, but we'll batter on and try and get some predictions and some chat from. So where do you want to start, boys?
I think we go with slam winners on men and women's side. That's a good start. The ones that everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pricey, I'm pretty sure that you've got the predictions from Skinny and Gary.
Mm-hmm.
I have indeed, and we'll all discuss one at a time. We'll go Australian first.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, that would be smart.
You know what I mean? We'll not work through them 4 in a row. You know what I mean?
No
Right, well, we'll start with Skinny's Grand Slam winner for the men's singles, Novak Djokovic.
And Andy Murray asterisks on that.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm right behind him. That was my choice too.
No way.
I know I'm not a woman, but I can feel it in my waters.
What, man? What about Gary? What was Gary's choice?
Oh, something about work, probably. Hang on, I'll just tell you. He's put Yannick Sinner.
Yeah.
I've got to go with Gary here as well, man. Yannick Sinner's going to smash it, mate.
Ross P.
I'm with Pricey and Skinny. Well, technically, I mean, this is going to be the first year that I'm not going to be able to vote for Andy Murray, but I'm still going to find a way to vote for Andy Murray, which is through Novak Djokovic. So I'm going for Novak.
Wow, so we've got 3 Novaks and 2 Sinners.
2 Sinners.
For Australia. We'll jump on to... I actually don't think anyone else... I don't think anyone else is in contention.
No, I don't think Alcaraz is in my shout, honestly.
Neither do I. I
Ridiculous
just
saying.
don't see it.
It sounds so daft saying it. And I think if it's not one of those two, it'll be an outsider. It's not going to be like a Rublev or a Tsitsipas.
I don't think it would be as Zverev either. Like I think it is one of the 2 of them, and that's it.
Funny you say that, actually. We'll come to that in a minute. Okay, will we do the women's side as well?
Go for it.
Got winners?
Go for it.
So for Mr. Skinner, we've got Sabalenka winning it. And for Mr. Brown, also Sabalenka. Hard to look past, I think. Other than maybe a shock return to the sport for Ash Barty. But otherwise, I think we're looking at Sabalenka.
Yeah, I've gone Sabalenka as well. I think she'll dominate 2025.
I had Sabalenka, but I also had Rybakina, so I'm going to go Rybakina just to be, because I'm not going to go
just to be different, man. I love that.
Just to be different.
I like it.
So you be you.
Yeah, Rybakina. I've almost got Rybakina basically doing the Grand Slam.
We spent the last 2 years trying to get Ross P not to be Ross P, and now we're back on him.
Thanks.
No, I like it. So basically a clean sweep, except from one Rybakina vote. I just think that Sabalenka, too much of an absolute machine. I think Iga's head will be maybe a wee bit distracted after everything that's gone on.
Yeah.
She'll just smash through it.
Or dialed in. If she's got a way around it.
50-50.
Well, depends who's on Adderall.
Dun dun dun. Right. Roland Garros, the French Open.
Pricey, you must feel a bit crap about the French Open after Rafa.
I was actually just going to say it, will we bother?
Must be rubbish
because I don't actually know who I want to win. I don't know who I want to win. Like, I think everyone just assumes that Nadal fans are going to get behind Alcaraz. Like, I'm not. I'm more behind Sinner, other than the whole drug thing.
I thought that would have been the reason.
Yeah, I thought you'd be on board with
PC,
man.
I'm definitely. I mean, I called it, like I said, a good few pods ago. I was always on Team Sinner right from the start, even when he was just a bit of a diddy. Anyway, but for Gary Brown, for Roland Garros, and also for Mr. Skinner, 2 Alcaraz shouts.
Okay.
Agree?
Yeah, I've got Alcaraz as well, to be fair. I've got Alcaraz.
You do.
Who have you got?
You
got De Minaur, Fritz?
I have Alexander Zverev.
Same.
See, I was going to, but
I've got him as well.
I was going to put Zverev, but I just really don't want it to happen, so I didn't want to put it out there.
No.
As a positive vibe.
Political correctness aside, cracking player. I think he would have beaten Rafa that day if he hadn't broken his ankle.
Me too.
I genuinely believe he was pumping Rafa. I mean, you never write the guy off.
Well, Rafa won the first set, and it's probably some of the greatest match point saves or set point saves I've ever seen. But it just looked like, would he be a wee bit fitter than Rafa at that point? Maybe.
The level was high.
I think I think he's getting back. He's number 2 in the world just now. He's getting back to that.
He had such an underrated season last season. Zverev was
so underrated, mate. So underrated. He had tough losses. Basically, Taylor Fritz stopped him from winning everything.
Yeah.
Which is mental to think about. Like, he stopped him from everything.
Man of the women.
I do think he has a chance. I think women...
Did you see
What is that? How? I didn't program that. That is crazy.
For audio listeners, when you make a love heart with your hands, it comes up on the screen.
Oh my goodness. It's only you doing it. It's only working for Princey. What is
so fucked up.
What if you do that? Does that do anything? No.
Thumbs up, like.
Okay. Does it do a thumbs up as well?
This is
crazy.
This is interactive. Anyhow, guys.
I'm on
You're like a sim.
kid.
Women wise, I'm going to take a punt and say everyone's the same.
Well, I've gone Swiatek.
No, I probably not.
Has Iga ever lost at Roland Garros? Like,
not
except
for
from being
knowledge.
a kid. So I'm banking on her winning that. She must be undefeated in a good few years.
My head says Swiatek, but for a bit of content, I would love Ostapenko. I would love it.
Me too.
Drama, a bigger drama queen than Ross P. And
I'm not a drama queen. What the fuck?
I wanted to say Mark McGrath, but I feel as if he gets far too many mentions in this podcast for someone who just slates us all the time.
He moaned for about 2 years for not getting a mention, and he's been slated twice today.
That's what he asked for, mate. That's what he asked.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're settling.
I've got
Iga, Zverev, and everyone going Swiatek except Ross P. Who is?
I've got Paulini. I'm going Paulini. Jasmine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's my pick, guys. So move on if you want, but it's Paulini for me.
Okay, on to the greatest slam of all time,
Wimbledon.
Wemby.
I'll start with Ross Skinner, who's gone with Alcaraz again.
Okay, we're very creative in our picks here.
I think we're just honest.
Yeah, honest.
We're just honest.
Yeah, so any thoughts on Alcaraz before I move on to Gary Brown?
No. Yeah, I'm on the Alcaraz train as well.
I'm on the Zverev train again, I'm afraid.
Oh my goodness.
Big serving, man. I'm not trying to ruffle feathers here. I just have a feeling last season is going to have lit a fire under his ass, man. And he's going to just come out swinging.
Mental, man. The way you're going, Pricey, you'll have bloody O.J. Simpson winning America here, man.
Chris Brown for Pundit of the Year.
Oh, God. Oh, I was
hosting the after party.
Mate, imagine a P Diddy tournament. It was like on ice skates, but it's all just baby oil. Anyway, Gary has gone on a separate limb, and I like it. Ross P will be right behind this. Jack Draper for Wimbledon.
It's not ready.
That's early.
For me, Draper doesn't win a slam. Ever.
Not this year. I think he does, though.
I don't think he does. But anyway, that's for another conversation. I think it's a decent shout from Gary. I can see him doing well in the tournament. Yeah. Was quite surprised that Murray wasn't more involved with Draper. Now we've obviously seen him with Djokovic. Will that maybe be something down the line? We can think about it. We can talk about it when it happens. Yeah. And then Ross.
I think Draper's working well if he's obviously his new coach just now. So like,
you get nominated for Coach of the Year.
Sure. So you wouldn't be patching him. You'd be keeping him just now. Maybe in the future, Yeah,
Murray's a guy you bring in, I think, when you're almost there, like you're getting a semi-final. Yeah. Then he comes in and goes, do this for me, So, I've got Sinner for Wimbledon.
See, I was torn between that.
He's done so well. He's only lost to Djokovic.
He lost to
Djokovic,
but he was unwell, or Alcaraz unwell.
Yeah, he was unwell, you're right.
And it was really close, 5 sets.
So we must be coming up to, when it comes up to Queens, that clip of Callum going, he won't. What if Alcaraz wins Queens? He won't. That was a great clip. That's when we got big time on the 48 listeners.
We did.
Right. So
women's.
Who's the consensus?
Lady.
The women, sorry. Skinny has put Sabalenka. Fair. And Gary has put Coco Gauff, who I didn't even shed a thought on while thinking of any of these.
Me neither.
I'm having Paulini for Wimbledon. She had a good run last year.
I'm going Raducanu.
I almost went
Boring.
I think she is. If she can get a first half of the season in without having to do some modelling thing that takes her out for 4 months of the season, then I reckon form-wise she can comfortably win Wimbledon. I think on grass she's insane.
If Raducanu played the first round at Wimbledon, it would probably be her third match of the season.
Yeah, and that's my worry. If she can play the full season, then I think she's got a great chance of actually going far in Wimbledon. And once you get to that second week, especially on the women's side, you can win it. You can win it.
I mean, look at the US Open. She really shouldn't have won it. It was just hype. Like, she was excellent. She was excellent, and she deserved it. But I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and that's what I want Raducanu to do. If she puts her money where her mouth is and comes out fit and trains and plays loads of tournaments, even if she doesn't. If she has a few tough results but just keeps plugging, I'll back her next year. I will.
I love that.
Right. Rybakina for Wimbledon. Rybakina. Or I was torn between Rybakina and Jabeur, but I think Jabeur might get the final again, but Rybakina won. What? What are you making a face about again?
Okay, we'll cut that bit out. Ross P, who are you going with?
Why?
Don't say on Jabeur ever again. She has not got that dog.
Jabeur's not winning it, mate. Her head's gone. She's lost 2 finals. She's done.
Right, you know what? I had Rybakina and I had no. I had no. I had Rybakina, right? But you've made me want to go with Jabeur, so I'm going with Jabeur next year, right?
Okay,
I'm on the. I'm not calling her Minister of Happiness, though. That's a bullshit nickname. But I'm on Jabeur.
The Ministry of Magic. Yes, on to the USA. The Trump Open.
USA! USA! Elon Musk shouts USA.
And Ross Skinner have both come in with Sinner.
Wow, they've been so fun, do you know that? Thank God they weren't on this week.
I'm having Taylor Fritz. Taylor Fritz.
Taylor Tits? Taylor Fritz?
Yep, Taylor Fritz.
You went Taylor Tits?
I'm having Taylor Fritz. They are both having Sinner. Callum and Ross P hit me with it.
Novak.
Really?
I'm going for a Novak bookend season. He's going to bookend everybody.
You think?
Jesus.
What? Yeah, he's going to book it. He's going to win Oz and he'll win US Open. Yeah, I'm pretty certain about that, actually.
Medvedev.
Okay. Great shout. He was up there for me, man. He was up there. He loves a hard court.
I think he'll get another shot at a slam. I just think he'll get another chance. And he said he's going to change his game, didn't he? To try and beat these guys. So maybe he's motivated this year.
Will that be the first title he's won multiple times then? Is that your shout is for next year?
Yeah. It's just such a crazy stat, man.
That's cool, man.
Absolutely mental.
I'm like that as well. I've not won a title more than once.
Yep. Nice one.
Okay.
Right. We'll go to...
Right.
We'll move on.
Year ends.
Oh, no, the women, sorry. They've gone... Well, no, for the women, they've gone Sabalenka and Raducanu from Gary Brown.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't have much to say about that. I don't know, if I'm honest. I was going to go golf.
I think it'll be American winner.
Yeah. Who's that mental one that's pure angry?
Caroline Garcia?
The American one.
Not Caroline Garcia.
French.
What's her name? What's her name? She should have retired, but she's doing another year.
Yeah.
Daniel Collins. Daniel
Collins. That's who I think could be on this out. I love her. I'm biting right behind her.
Yeah, it's a great shout. I'd like to see her win it.
That's a decent shout, actually.
Right, year-end number ones, I'm guessing. Pretty similar.
It's okay, it doesn't matter what I think. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay.
Who did you go for?
Nah, it's okay. Just forget about it. Just move on. Doesn't matter. Just forget about it.
Okay, year-end number one for me, with his 2 slams, Zverev.
Actually, no, I won't be heard. Just in case I'm right. Sorry, Pricey, shut up. So, US Open, I went for Swiatek, so I think she's going to have a shit year until US Open, then she's going to reignite the fire, and then 2026, she'll win 3 out of 4.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Remember, I am an oracle. Remember
Glad
this.
you got that in there, Ross P. That's
Yep.
really added to the pod. Anyway, year-end number ones. For
Right,
me,
next.
Sasha Zverev.
Sinner.
Okay.
Ross P.
What, war number one?
Yeah,
Yep,
Sinner.
men's world number one.
Novak.
I don't think he'll play enough
/ Andy
tournaments.
Murray. Novak
I don't think
/
he'll
Andy
play
Murray.
enough tournaments to be number one.
No, but he's not got that many points to defend in terms of slams this next year.
fair.
So see if he wins 1 or 2 slams, he'll shoot right back up.
Yeah, but that's a huge ask. Anyway, Gary hasn't set me his year-end number one, so I'm going to choose one for him.
EasyJet.
David Goffin.
Ross. And Skinny has chosen one, but I'm going to choose one for him. Gugu Quertin. No, it's he has chosen one, and it is Yannick Sinner. Boring.
Yeah.
It's copy and paste job.
For the women,
It's a fucking Hallmark movie. Those two guys, Gary and Skinny's picks, like a fucking Hallmark Christmas movie, man. Just copy and paste.
Skinny for the females has gone Sabalenka, and Gary, as he hasn't chosen one, has gone Danny Collins.
Schiavone. I'm going to go Sabalenka as well. Sorry, that's for being boring, but I want to.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. It's going to be between Swiatek and Sabalenka. So, yeah.
Yep.
No. Again, overlooked. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Just go to just say you're going for.
Rebecca.
Okay, right. Thanks.
Yeah, to be fair, she is in
boys,
depth.
Let's look at some randomers.
Some shouts.
Like some random shouts. Yeah. You said Skinny sent a few in.
Well, I've got 5 Skinny shouts here, they're called. I would have done Pricey's
5?
picks, but we'll go with Skinny's shouts. He's gone with 5. I'll
shouts.
read them out and we can have live reactions to them. Gentlemen, we'll start with the first one, which I disagree with myself. Felix to be back in the top 15 players.
15.
It's a no
The top
for me.
15.
That's Jesus.
Yeah, it's
15. That's
an
not even a
arbitrary
good
number.
That's not even a good shout.
That's like Pricey saying Alcaraz isn't going to win 12 slams.
Like, that's
But
a
he's not.
terrible
That's a great
shout.
shout. Yeah, I
It's
agree.
not, but it's
I also
not
don't
out there.
think
It's
he
not.
will, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, literally means nothing. Fair enough.
Okay, I'd move on to the next shit. He's got another 20,
yeah.
20
Here we
shouts
go.
to go, so let's let it roll.
We've got another prime example of Skinny just googling a random tennis player's name and using them on the podcast. Emma Navarro to get into a Grand Slam final. Who the fuck is that?
Okay.
She is one of the top ranked Americans. She's a rich kid. She's
that not
a rich
Pegula?
kid.
I agree.
No,
I
she's
like the
no.
rich kids,
Navarro's also extremely rich. She's really good actually. It's probably quite a good shout.
Yeah, it's not
Shit,
bad.
that's annoying. I really tried to.
Nah, she's a good player.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a good
Well,
player.
third one.
she's number 8 in the world as well, by the way. So
Oh, fair enough. I'll eat humble pie there. Third one, Tsitsipas to be outside
Yeah, I
the
bet you
top
will.
25.
eating other pies. Sorry.
Boy. Tsitsipas to
Pricey,
be
I have
outside
no idea
top
what you just said.
25. I know, because Ross B keeps interrupting.
Oh,
Tsitsipas to be outside top 25 at one point during the season.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ten,
I like that. To
No.
be fair.
For me,
Nah.
no.
Outside
No,
top
like,
10,
never
obviously, I think he already is. But
Yeah,
like
top 10, I give
outside
you that.
top 25,
Top 25
no
is a
fucking
big
way,
gap.
mate. No fucking way.
That's
Huge,
a
baby.
big gap. The next one I'm really intrigued by, because all he needs is a good run and a good draw, and I totally agree with this shout. Berrettini to be a Grand Slam semi-finalist.
I'd
Possible.
love it.
I'd
I'd love
it.
it.
Craig,
Yeah.
your heart out.
I think he's got his mojo back as well after Davis Cup.
Yeah.
Davis Cup's huge for him, mate.
Yeah, he's got a bit more
Huge.
spunk in
I'd
him
He
again.
love
came
to
out of
see. I'd
nowhere,
love
which
to
is
see that.
brilliant. Me too.
Yeah, I'd love to see that guy do well. Handsome bastard, man.
Another player I've backed from the start.
What?
Right.
You can't just claim. Well, you can't just claim random players because you're.
Oh, so what's the start?
Because I
When-
support
when-
his
when-
man.
I got him before. Near you.
When did
And
you start?
Paolini
backing
was my
Berrettini,
number
please?
one as well, so right, we're moving on before we get exposed here. The last one is another Italian-based one from Skinny. Massetti. I don't know why this is a shout, but I'll respect it and read it. Massetti to be the 4th best Italian in the world rankings by the year end. Very specific, very niche.
Alright,
But
fuck
it's a
that
shout.
off. I don't give a shit. That's fish, I don't care.
We are shit. Why
Who
do people
fucking
listen to
cares,
us?
man?
This is utter fish.
Oh, brilliant. Boys, I have a couple shouts to be fair. Last year I
Let's go.
did predict Hugo Humbert top 10, and he was one match away from being top 10. One match. But he didn't make it. So I guess the prediction failed. This year I've got Jack Draper being top 10.
Okay.
Yep, I'll have that.
I almost did
Any-
that as well. I'd agree with you.
Any
I'd agree
thoughts?
there.
No, I think
I'd
he
agree.
could. There has a good chance. I've just got basically a Brit watch here. Jacob Fernley.
Pricey 2.0.
Pricey 2.0. Wanna be Pricey. I've got him top 50 as well.
Can I ask
Top
you a
50,
question
yeah.
regarding
I
Draper?
like it.
I think top 50.
See, for Draper,
Yeah.
who do
Yeah,
you
go.
think drops out the top 10 and he goes in?
Oh,
Rublev.
yeah.
Yes, love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rublev. If there was no clay season, Casper Ruud probably wouldn't be top 50.
That's what's good.
Is that not what Kyrgios said as well?
Yeah. I think Alex de Minaur had an incredible season, but I could see him dropping as well. I think there could be quite a few new people top 10, but then again, it seems to just be the same people over and over again, doesn't it? So, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I think
think
Jack Draper will nick in. And yeah, that would be quite nice to see. Hopefully, he
your
gets a good
shout
run.
there, Callum, was actually really... Your shout was really close to my shout, but in an opposite direction. My shout of the year was the Cam Norrie facade will die. There'll be no more big Cam Norrie.
I think it's dead already.
Not for
Yeah,
sad.
I
He
think
got a
it was-
Wimbledon
it was-
semi-final.
It's been put
No, he
down,
done
I
really
think.
well. He was top 10 and stuff, but I think he's done.
It's done for me.
Yeah, I think it is. My other big shout was that I reckon the drugs scandal that's going on in tennis just now will increase. I reckon there's going to be a couple more that come out of a couple shockers. You're like, holy fuck. Because I reckon now it's going to be pretty intense on the old drug
Imagine Djokovic
cycle.
get caught. Imagine. That would be huge.
I think it's going to be interesting.
That would be-
We'll see what comes out. I think there'll be a massive scandal next year in tennis. I've just got this feeling we're building up to it. So, fingers crossed, because it makes
I
it
can see
better
that.
for us.
Yeah, be good podcasting anyway.
Yeah.
Anyone else any shouts for next year?
Did Gary have a shout?
No, I've not had anything from Gary. Just
I predict that he makes one out of 52 podcasts next year.
I predict that Zverev will win more slams than Gary will attend podcasts.
Oh,
That'd be quite good if he wins
Um,
one then.
Well, boys, unless Ross Peart or Callum Price have a prediction,
Yeah.
we could be closing
Price,
in
you
on the
got
end
any?
of this podcast.
I've got two.
I'm
I've got
good,
two.
man.
Pricey, have you got any?
I'm all podcast out, man. I just want to listen now.
Okay, I've got two very quick ones. Don't worry, I've not got a Skinny's top 50 moments of next year. I've only got two. World number one, I think will change hands 3 times. I think we'll have 3 different world number ones.
On the men's or women's side?
Men's side. I think world number one, women's side will only be 1 or 2. But I think that Raducanu top 20 was my other shout. But she'll push
see
on from. She'll kick on. What is that? One of our old phrases. They'll kick on. We'll kick on from the Davis Cup, or no, Belgian King Cup, where she won 5 in a row, and she was posting about it, etc. So I think she'll kick on from that. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think
Boys.
fair shouts, Ross Pete. I can't really argue.
What a
last
fucking
one.
podcast.
Last one. Dimitrov will finish world number 5 next year.
No, but you
Oh,
ruined
I
Ruined
had
the
Djokovic at world number 5.
Djokovic.
it. That's the face off.
Yeah,
That's
world
the
number
thing that
5.
we didn't know we need. The face off we didn't know we needed.
Djokovic, world number
Djokovic versus
5.
Dimitrov.
My top 5 would have went Sinner, Zverev, Medvedev, Alcaraz, Djokovic.
Pricey, you got one?
Alcaraz.
You got a quick top 5?
I don't have it off the top of my head, but I do only just off the top of my head. I'm having Zverev, Sinner, Alcaraz, Medvedev, Djokovic.
That was good and quick. I've got Novak, Alcaraz, Sinner, Medvedev, Dimitrov. One-handed backhand boy. He's in there.
Amazing. Boys, superb podcast.
Loved
nice
it.
having you back. Pricey, good to
That
have
was
you
a lot
back.
of fun.
And we will be back next week with a
Community
listeners'
questions.
Special. Come
Yeah.
on.
That's what we
Get your
like to
questions
hear.
sent in. Twitter, Instagram, X, whatever it's called now. Threads. I don't know who's on
Yeah,
that. Actually,
we do
when I
have
log
Threads.
when I log into the Instagram for Loosely Strung, it gives me the option to sign in as Gary Brown and into his account now, so that is fucking weird.
Oh,
No, I was like, what
Don't
the
do
fuck? But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Please leave any comments at the end if you've made it this far. If not, then fuck off.
Yeah,
Over
we
and
really are
out,
just talking
boys.
to ourselves at this point.
Oh yes.
Bye.
Over and out, boys. See you later.
bye bye.